Oops, I think I'm in love. I played with your cartridge, but that was a mistake. Now it's all tilted. Oh, baby, yeah. Welcome back to this stuff. Content in which I'm both egotistical and self-loathing about at entirely the same time. I am Scrodinger's ego. You never know if I care or not. You never know if I believe or not. I guess that's what agnosticism in yourself means. Actually, yeah. Self-agnostical. That's the problem. Are we ready? No, we're not. Are we ready? No, we're not. Don't worry, though. After this one, the rest is going to be a sweet ass. By which I mean, this is probably one of the last trials of my patience. Welcome to Floor 20. Noted in circles as being titled Push Wall Panic. Can you guess why? It should already be evident right now. Oh yeah, one push. That's not the problem. You can't see it, but there's a lot of walls to push, and I had to sit down, look at this map, and within like 15 minutes devise a method I could remember of which ones to push them and in what order. And not in a way that I'd forget in the middle and come back later and be like, oh no, I don't remember what I did. Not even using, like, the built-in map would help you with that. And it's not like I could use a Sokoban level designer to try to make that idea work, too, because, you know, they don't assume boxes can go into walls, so I can't actually do that. So I just had to just imagine it in the way I solve most puzzles. It's important that you do this if you're trying to get all secrets, but also it's important that you try to do this just so you can get to all four corners if you must, or at least the one or two places you need to go to. I think there's one corner you can absolutely not have to go to. And also there's 4 lives around here somewhere, and I'm going to want to have those regardless of my goals. And yeah, this level's pretty crazy. I think there's one more level that's kind of a bastard between this one and the end of the game. And then we're pretty much golden. Even despite the obstacles that may face us, as long as I have visions of my head in the orb that I have pondered for many a decade, then I too can continue to play the game of life. Jesus. Imagine, like, I'm gonna end up reciting Shakespeare if I do, like, a dozen more Wolfenstein mods, because I will just be so inspired by being absolutely bored and just be like, who cares anymore? Just recite some shit off a paper. May as well. May as well script this crap. Nah. If I script my own speech, I'd have to script the video in a different way. I'd have to make a different goal for what kind of content I'd want to make into, like, some kind of, like, evocative piece. Like, if I were to make a game review, for instance. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly as I do. Or it's like, can you do this? Question mark. This is what the fucking you do. All of the things that you are done to do. Push wall panic is its name. Doki Doki push wall. That's what it's probably called in Japan. Oh yeah, I found it was a Japanese community chest or whatever for Doom, and I'm just like, oh wow, Japanese Doom. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm so glad Japan getting into Doom. I'm so happy for you. Because first-person shooters aren't normally something I expect Japan to be into. Now, if you're into shoot-em-ups, oh yeah. Whew. Bit your ass. Yeah, it's weird how it's like I enjoy Mario games because of their style from the East and these kind of games, because the American DOS game, quintessentially, as opposed to the European Amiga game or Atari ST game for lesser beings. I'm just kidding. Atari ST is pretty interesting. It's the BBC Micro that sucks dick. At least the Sega Spectrum has, like, sentimental value. And Commodore 64 has got insanely good music. What the fuck, BBC Micro? What do you think you are? The only standing ovation you have is that you're somehow not an Acorn Archimedes. Give it the fuck up, dude. What kind of rant was that? I don't really know. That is the place. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of thinking and stumbling. Gotta know all the things. Please don't give me push wall maps like this, guys. I'm saying this for my own sanity, because even if I do figure it out, this is not... I don't imagine this is actually fun to watch, or for me to play. Like, I can figure it out just fine, and I'm willing to give the games leeway for doing stuff like this, but this is probably not interesting. Wow. Is this what people think when they think my style is a stick in the mud? I completely understand now. Stick in the mud, just like a stick up your butt. It is not pleasant, especially when you're in a rut. Your mouth you must shut. I dispose of you in the hut. What about your butt? It'll not make the cut. Oh, I was worried I was gonna, like, lose my energy. Nope. My patience, though. I'm definitely losing that. Yes, I crown... Oh, shit! Looks like we're entering one of these areas now. Oh. He's, like, on the bones that's on the ammo. That's 3 sprites to take care of. Ah, you son of a bitch. Nah, that's too much. That's too much! For April Fools, Cartoon Network can sometimes be like, I'm gonna show all the Chuck Norris cartoons. I'm like, that exists? It's like, yup. It's as stupid as you think. I bet they probably did that with a Rambo cartoon also. It's just like, oh wow, like having a Rambo cartoon or a RoboCop cartoon. It's for kids! This rated R stuff for children. Seriously, a lot of the 80s stuff was like pawning off adult stuff as kid stuff. Looking at you, Star Wars. I know what you did. And then you fully owned up to it by the time of the prequels. It's just like, yeah, anyone can get into it. It's like, okay. Roger, Roger. First name, Roger. Last name, Roger. Best friend, Mario, Mario. Other best friend, Luigi, Mario. I need people to watch with me the other Mario movie. The OG Mario movie at some point. Just because it's not really a Mario movie. What it is it's pretty much a Blade Runner clone, actually. If you treat it as a Blade Runner knockoff, it is actually very good. It does not stay true to its source material, though. And I think that was the whole problem I had with it when I first watched it. And then after watching it several more times, I'm like, you know, for what this is kind of great. I'm not going to say it's a masterpiece, but it's like, it's very watchable. I could watch it multiple times. It helps that we have Dustin Hoffman, so there is that whole thing. As for whatever the actors for the Mario Brothers are doing, I don't know. I don't want... Interesting, though, they remembered the character Spike from Mario 3's name being actually fucking Spike. I'm like, wow. I didn't think anyone knew that, because that's too generic, but no, they knew. They knew what they're doing. They even added the ba-bomb. And it's like, oh look, oh no, a ba-bomb. Yeah, time to get a little dizzy. Somewhere in these stairs is the winter of my discontent. Let's just put this on the table. Should I do Advance Wars content? I want to do Advance Wars content, but... like a couple things. First of all, the story mode for the first game is not linear, so I have to plan all that out to make sure I get all the variations. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is S ranking stuff. Do I need to S rank it? Should I S rank it? And I'm gonna say yes, because even if I don't get like the perfect score, and just getting S rank is good in a way, because if you just try to take the cheap way out of solving missions, where it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna spam mechs. like you spec like the weakest units to have some combat ability in order to win. It's like, yeah, you'll win, but you just annoy the game and the viewers. So there's some other stuff like that. Intelligent Systems, as you know, is very intelligent, and I would not lie about that. Systematically, endemically, pandemonium. Hey, you walk through that door like a fine, mutated gentleman that you are. Ugh! He's choking on his own purple blood. I don't even know why they make the purple blood. I get the whole turning pale as white shit. But the purple blood makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, if I look at your veins and I see blue ones, does that mean the blood is red in there? No, it's not. At least I don't think it is. It's like blue veins. What kind of country you from, mister? Also, is your blood copper-based like Spock's? Also, if he's half human, how exactly does that work? How do hybrids of humans and aliens work in terms of, like, reproduction, or just existing? Because that must be painful. It's just like, yes, hello, I'm supposed to be a Vulcan, but, like, all my shit is heightened and I don't have any control over it like a human does. It's like, oh no! Plus, I have weird alien blood in the physiology of what would otherwise be human-like, and somehow I'm adjusting to it, and it sucks! So, weird shit for your shitters that you do not acquit to, that we will not admit to. Then I got this key to make it out of the store. Get a key to the stall, a key to the back bathroom of the store. Just somewhere in the middle of nowhere. A 24/7 stop, gas station, store. It's like, alright, chips. Alright, a soda. It's like, alright, thank you very much. I'll probably never see you again. Actually, on adequately long trips that I have to make on the regular, me and, well, whoever I'm going with, we've settled on, like, stops, as in, we know the best place to stop at, like around here I could say Sheets, but also, there's, like, Sheets Likes. I don't know how to describe it to you other than that there's something similar to Sheets that you probably don't know about. And that is good, because the one thing I like about Sheets that these other stores do is, I don't know, I like using the computer monitor to order shit, alright? It doesn't make the cashier's job obsolete. I just like being able to communicate what I want with a computer screen, and then they can tell me and ask me questions about it. You know? But using it as a tool of communication for what I want to get at a store is perfecto. Actually, I remember this one store a long time ago. So, when I was in California. Like, this would have been the best way to obsolete the cashier. It's not replacing them with a robot. It's not like using AI. It's not like using that, like, you know, at self-checkout thing. Actually, this is a step above that. It wasn't just you scan the items yourself at the end. It was you scan the items as you're putting them into your shopping cart. Then by the time you leave, like, it already prepares the amount for you, and in the device, you give out that amount to the person, and bam, you leave. I don't know if that system caught on, but I thought it was interesting. For me, anyway, I like doing it, because it felt like I was, I don't know, I used it like a gun. It's like, I scan this thing at the top shelf, and then I bring it down. Pew! You're mine. Or, better yet, what if it was also a mag? It's like, I scan this, and now it telekinetically presents itself to my cart. Excellent. But I don't think enough people are responsible for that stuff. It was a really good idea for me, though. It's just like, dude, just let me do this. I can do this. Now, in order to encourage that, you should make the stuff cheaper, since you've totally priced out the person actually doing it from doing it. Otherwise, why would you get that dude to do it for you? Right? Am I right? I suppose so. we will not know. I like Roombas. Have you seen Roomba variants on the lawn? That's right, outdoors Roombas. Just robot lawnmowers. That works if your lawn is flat. If your property is completely flat, it'll work. If you live on hilly, lumpy shit, and you have multiple acres, just give up on that idea now. Just give up. Not enough hours in the day. Eyes on you, and there's eyes on me. Eyes that are not three, unless I have a third eye. I've given up on replicating the beat by now. The beat is young, and so am I. Where am I going? I've dissociated from the entire game by now. Hello? Actually, I kind of dissociate while I'm playing. It's like I go into well, do I go into Ultra Instinct when I'm playing video games? It's not quite that. It is a state of zen. It's just kind of, I do things without. If you think fast enough, it feels like you're not thinking. If you're just efficient at it, just like, yeah, shortcuts. It just do all that stuff. When you don't know how bad stuff is, then you grab this goblet and you shove it down your gullet and you put on the mullet and you cook on a skillet. And that was too much damage for me. I did not like damage for me. There's too much damage for me. Aha. What a terrible place. For terrible people. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, wow. I see essence of episode 4 in this level. Hard to believe I can memorize textures in this day and age. But hey, I recognize sound effects. Like, when I was watching the Street Fighter movie, I had realized that there was like goofy sound effect to scream. I'm just like, I recognize the scream. I didn't remember from where, and then I looked it up. I'm like, oh. Yes, go watch the Street Fighter movie. It's a fun time. It should not be taken seriously. And you know, I think the joke is just like, I think maybe they're trying to make a serious movie, and then like, I think the director and the actors are like, this is not going to be a serious movie. Let's not even pretend that it's going to be serious. And it works, you know? Plus you have that one actress that is Mulan and that one character from Mandalorian. And it's just like, hey, good choice. Yeah, like, I don't have enough lives. I wonder if this level has the most lives in it. That's overkill, dude. In terms of supplies, also. Also, with that many lives, that means it might be possible to get away with doing this without ever saving, if we just, like, try to collect all the lives like that. But I think what prevents me from doing a lives playthrough of Wolfenstein 3D is that even though I lose a life, I still lose my gun. And that's not really a policy I want to bring with me with these weapon starts or something. At least in the case of Doom, there's not a lives counter anyway, so it ultimately doesn't matter. But when there's a lives counter here, I want the lives to actually account for something with all the stuff I'm taking with me. And not really penalize me. But then again, I guess it just gets obsoleted by saving in a game with lives in it. What do you mean? And some games realize that and do not save your lives counter, but this game saves your lives counter, so I don't know what the fuck. Treasure chests that I put inside my vests. These are my treasure vests, I call them. They are not the very best that there ever was. Ash is dead. We replaced him with another person, but somehow couldn't take... Yeah, I like how they're replacing the protagonist, but it's just like, oh no, she also has Pikachu. I'm just like, is it the same Pikachu? It's like, it's probably the one thing you need to change, is to just have a different poster boy. Oh well. This is the poster boy that we've all been waiting for. Then we want to tell you why it looks like tiles. All that stuff on the ground that is very pleasant to look at, as we are often to do all those things we do. I'm staring at a wall. It's looking at me intently and wants to get to know my names, my age, sex, and location. That's what it wants to do. It's very weird like that. It is endemic to a lusty filled wall. Oh no. Once again, I got critted. Seriously, I'm glad it's the other thing Doomfix. Just like, you don't get hit and lose 70% health in one shot. Like, I could see a boss doing that, but, you know, these lower grade enemies should not be doing that, so I just get angry. Request denied. Denied! Putting all stuff together. Getting a gun in my arms. My arms tonight. These are all the things. Does it look like my top half doesn't match my bottom half? Or am I just... Or is BJ... Or is Wolf Guy just stressed? So stressed he was at staring at the screen for so long it kept him awake. I'm not convinced of this blue light nonsense. I'm not convinced it's lights that keep me awake. I'm convinced it's my lack of tiredness, or rather, me forgetting. It's my memory. It's my dissociation that prevents me from paying attention to the clock. Which is something you need when you're playing video games and you don't want to necessarily stop. And you can't because you're trying to finish the thought. And that's what happens. I'm trying to finish the thought. Even though it is unfinished and thinking can never stop. Not even when I try to sleep. Balls defragging my memory into dreams that I try to interpret as something that didn't actually really happen. And if it didn't happen, then it didn't happen. That's how you develop schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is weird. Schizophrenia is bad. I feel bad for you if you have that. At least the other mental disorders are predictable. Not that one. Guess it goes hand in hand with psychopathy as opposed to sociopathy. Like, the difference between psycho and socio in this case, even though these are just, like, loan words that don't necessarily have a proper definition. But in how I think about it is the difference between someone who is knowingly an asshole to someone who is unawarely yet also an asshole. Just, it's like a broken logic circuit between one that's like gone without it and has realized, no, this is okay. And really, who is the sociopath to say he has a mental disorder? Is this like, nah, I'm just the best? Which is true in the terms of it not being a disease, but that doesn't mean it's not a disorder. And I feel like we've, I don't know. It's funny watching people being like, oh no, you can't use words that way, and then them doing it to other words and be like, yeah, I can use words this way, though. I'm just like, too woke, friend. That's my Stargate name, too woke. Or is it my Star Trek Voyager name, too woke? Tilquok? None of the above. How do I do that? Pushing it all the way. I cannot believe the audacity of this level's ability to exist. I can't believe I'm still on this level. What the fuck is this? Okay, there we go. I think I found the one secret that amounts to nothing, because there was a There was some unintentional design that was glossed over, but it's unnecessary because all there was behind it actually was food. We just need another space for the wall to settle in, and there wasn't one. So, if you're wondering what that was, I was not able to get. It was 4 food, and no one can pick up those 4 food, and it doesn't account for my 100% run, so I can safely ignore it. Plus, there's enough lives anyway. What am I going to need another health source for? Those 1-ups give me 100% instantly, no matter how low my health is. It's nice to see that lives have a use other than, oh, extra life, and that they heal you and actually give you some ammo. So, yeah. Like, I can understand the logic of it giving you full health, but... like, it's essentially a soul sphere, right? But a soul sphere that gives you ammo. That's so weird, man. Ammo sphere! Yeah, exactly. All these guys that are dead. Too many of them died. While they're running away from me. Is there not a silver key in this level? There doesn't have to be. I'm asking for a friend. Do-do-do-do-do-do. This is the way of my people. My people don't know what they're talking about. They no longer know how to talk. That's probably not okay. Then you open the door, and you close it behind you. Too many doors in the way that I can hardly account for. Oh my shit. Here's another fucking door. How about this door? Does it lead anywhere? Oh, that Bobby Prince. Hey, did Bobby Prince defeat cancer yet? I need to know. The people need to know that this man lives. Bobby Prince lives. I know Lee Jackson lives. The other cool DOS music guy. I guess we can add Dan Froelich to that? Yeah. Dan Froelich's style is unmistakable by this point. By which I mean, only the stuff I've seen him work on. I'm sure if I listen to some of those stuff, it'd be like, oh, that doesn't sound like something he usually makes, but it's just like, yeah, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you don't know, what are you doing? Opening this door, then another door. Like, imagine a sports commentary. And he's looking around. He's opening another door. And this door, he's opening another one. Oh my god. You can almost blame me for trying to fill the void. Alright. We're entering a milkman spiral. Spiral milkman of the mountain. They're not all immediately alerted, though, which is good news for me. Well, that guy was in the corner, so that doesn't count too hard. There's the silver key I've been looking for my entire fucking life. Holy shit. I've so had it with this game's tricks. Oh my god. It's so bad. Oh. What are you even doing? I guess we will never know. Why is it that these doors open to the side and Doom's doors are like, I can go from down to up, and like, phew. This is... oh, there's still some enemas. Great. It cannot be much longer. They're all just hiding out near the exit. They must be. Come on. Gotta put you all in your place. The place where you do not stay is the place where you do not stay. I'll take one of those, thank you. I'll be back shortly. I'll finish up with that before I end the level, so I can be at full power for my strong body. If you just eat an image of yourself, you'll become like muscular or some shit. Musk. Yes. It's difficult to remember the passage that I'm completely freed of blocks from. Oh boy, it's the purple walls from the first ever secret that I remember. Yay. Everyone knows you plant a tree right by the purple walls where it'll be... These better be UV lamps, because otherwise I don't know how these plants are growing. Unless we are the experts at hydroponics. Yes, on the ship we store the plants in the spaceship, and we somehow grow without proper sunlight because we have UV rays and water and bullshit like that. Growing plants in space. And that's what I tell them to my folks down the road. This is all the one-ups I could handle. I still got a couple more just to can it. My friend Dosh. Dosh, 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 Dosh. Getting all the Dosh. Wow. Oh, I found the mutant zone. Get into the zone! Mutant zone! Yeah, I'm saving the lives for these fucking mutants. You could just call them zombies also, but... And that's rather more appropriate to what they really are. Perhaps we shall come over and have some apper, zombie, and bitch. Shooting up all the goons. All those bullets that come over to the side. Putting blood in your eyes. Letting us know where it lies. Wow. That was one of those Looney Tunes moments in that one. It was like that one level in, was it episode 5 or 6? Where there's a shit ton of them side by side. And also it was like, that was in level 2 also. Where was a whole line of these guys. It was exactly like that clip I had mentioned already in the Wolfenstein 3D playthrough of the, like, the Daffy Duck being the Tex, or not Tex Avery, it was being like a, yeah, it was Duck Tracy. And, you know, all the villains are falling in from the closet. That was what I was recreating just then. Haha, 2% health? No problem. Go from 2% health to whole wolf milk instantly. Instantaneously. What a riot. 32 secrets, and half of them were bullshit. Love it. Print it. Save it. Scan it. Book it. Shook it. Okay. I never want to hear from this level again. Wow. And doing that without a counter would have driven me absolutely insane. Which is why I didn't. Because before I did the secret counter nonsense, you know what I did originally? I went and looked up these levels in the wiki and checked their maximum point total. And then just do some quick math. Which would be fine until your score goes above 1 million. Then you might not know. Or rather, 11 million. Not 11 million. 1,100,000. Then you'd have a hard time being like, did I just lose 1 million points? No, it's just the score's too big.